great situation, able to play big minutes and kind of took his lumps early, but he's got a chance to be an excellent player.
The Bucks have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. And the veterans on the team have really embraced G-Bo, as they call him.
Yeah, Giannis has a really joyful disposition. He knows he's living his dream, but he's also putting in the work to make his dreams a reality. You gotta love that. Remember, he's lived a hard life growing up in poverty. You sense his determination to continue to overcome, and that attitude always serves you well.
And here is Marshall, right now averaging 11 points a game. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Antetokounmpo dishes to Ilyasova. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Kicks it to O'Quinn. Here's buckets. They shoot again, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Moving it up. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Bucks. They're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And of course, the Orlando Magic. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Well, right now for the Bucks, I think they've got to be commended for getting to where they are in the standings. I mean, it's not exactly on top of the world, but it's a big improvement over last season.
Well, no doubt about that, Clark. I mean, they're not a doormat anymore, and that's important. This team was embarrassed a year ago, but they took a lot of pride this season, and they've put in a lot of work to get better.
It has not been an easy quarter for them, at least offensively speaking.
And stolen by Harris. Here's buckets, and the rejection by Sanders. Here's Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. Now the feed to Ilyasova. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, that's a shocking miss. That's one of his favorite spots on the floor, and the defense was nowhere to be found.
They grabbed their own miss.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
Now Marshall. Shot clock at 6. Ilyasova, a screen on Harris. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball.
That's the way to move the ball.
For some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Marshall. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Channing Frye's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Harkless is checked in for Tobias Harris. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Evan Fournier. The shot's good from Bayless.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Brandon Knight's checked in for Milwaukee. And also for Orlando. Buckets, he's checked in for Luke Ridnour. Payton outside. Here's buckets. And that time, also a missed shot.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Sanders with a screen on Payton. And Bayless kicks to Sanders. Tries it from 9. Here's Pachulia. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now a 10-point Bucks lead.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Don't usually see him shooting the 3. 16 points for buckets. Bucks leading by 7. Feeds it to Bayless. 1:24 left to play in the third.
Zaza Pachulia signed last season to a 3-year contract by the Bucks. Some question the fit for a developing team with young talent in the front court, but he does give them that veteran experience and a little extra muscle inside.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Pachulia Clark missing a couple months last season, but when healthy, good low post bang.
Kevin, he's got a physical presence, and he's a guy that does not shy away from contact and really does a nice job rebounding on the offensive glass.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Well, to keep a lead like this, they should continue to attack the paint like they have been. Don't settle for jump shots. Find your way to the free throw line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, rebounding and second chance opportunities have been a huge factor in this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And both free throws good for Gordon. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Knight passes to Bayless. There's the pick. He feeds it to Pachulia. Just 5 on the clock. Mayo dishing to Knight. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Bucks lead by 9.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
He dishes it to Pachulia. Mayo kicks to Sanders. Back to Mayo. To the inside. Bucks passing it around. Here's Bayless, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Here's buckets. Can't cash in from close range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Next Tuesday, March 17th, Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies take on Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Live from Detroit. Make sure to catch it.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, let's do it. I love the way this play developed.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
Quinn's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Orlando, Fournier and Harris filling out the perimeter. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Vucevic, and it's Peyton in at the point guard.
Yeah, he's just embarrassing the defense right now because he didn't really...
Here are the Magic now. It's a 16-point game. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
I think a lot of people will be paying close attention to that Boston game, guys.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Pass to Dudley. Ilyasova sets a screen for Dudley. Pass to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. Here's Sanders, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Buckets passes to Harris. Lots of room. Rebound, Milwaukee. Sanders has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Marshall with it, now defended by Buckets. Now here's Ilyasova. Cuts off the pass. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And Marshall kicks to Dudley. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Jared Dudley.
The free throw drops for Dudley. Orlando with the ball, trailing by 17. Here's Buckets, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Out of this world aerial skills for a guy of his size.
Kevin, that's what separates him from some of the other point guards around the league. The ability to rise and throw it down.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that spurs them on. Maybe sparks a little bit of a comeback here.
Dudley dishes to Antetokounmpo. Harris with it. Pass to Buckets. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Buckets got 8 here in the quarter.
He is remarkably hot this quarter to miss a shot.
Lights checked in for Marshall. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you've put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And thank you for that, Doris. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Talk about great numbers for Ilyasova. He has 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Magic trail by 14. Buckets passes to Vucevic. Makes it off the glass.
Great unspoken communication between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Dudley. T right on him. Back to Knight. Sanders with a screen on Harris. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Dudley. They get the rebound. Sanders' shot is good. Sanders has got 6 in the quarter.
And they are just pounding them on the offensive glass. Defense getting outworked here.
See it on the stat sheet. I mean, it shows up there. They've got to do something to cut down on these second chance buckets. I mean, part of defense is finishing the defense with the rebound.
Buckets passes to Harris. And stolen by Ilyasova. And here is Knight. And Dudley kicks to Knight. There's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Dishes to Dudley. Wants to get it to Sanders and does. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back, Clark, at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Kevin, they clearly won the second chance points category, and possession after possession, we watched them go after. Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Looks like they're going to finish strong, but just aren't enough ticks left on the clock.
Well, Steve, it's a good run they're having now, but they just waited too long to have it.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot from the low post is good. And the Bucks lead by 14.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
Ill-advised shot selection right there, Clark.
It really was. I mean, very low percentage shot there.
There's the dish to Dudley.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. Both good from the line that time. And here comes Knight. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business.